So this first session will highlight practical, accessible AI solutions designed to support micro businesses in areas ranging from finance to operations to customer engagement. So this showcase will also demonstrate how innovation at the edge of the economy can drive inclusive digital transformation across the region. So please welcome the founder and CEO of Replyr, Dylan Tan.
Hello everyone, my name is Dylan. So you can see here, the topic is supposed to be AI solutions empowering micro businesses in ASEAN. Now this is a very big concept and it can be quite conceptual. So by the end of these 20 minutes, I am going to break everything down and deconstruct this into very simple concepts and simple tactical things that micro businesses can use to supercharge their business. Okay? So this is targeted towards micro businesses and how we can help them. But first, let me introduce myself. So my name is Dylan. I'm the founder of a company called Replyr. I'm based here in KL. So what Replyr does is we build, in simple language, WhatsApp AI agents that help businesses convert their chats into customers. Think of it like a very smart chatbot that can also do things that humans do. So that's what I do. I'm also an AI resident at 500 Global. I think some of you might have seen Kylie speak yesterday. Very interesting. And Replyr is my second time starting a company. But if some of you have seen like online, I love talking about AI and sharing knowledge and helping people whenever they have any questions, online and offline. But one thing that I'm quite proud about is that I've made a lot of viral AIs in Malaysia. I don't know if some of you have seen them. So I made AI products that people actually talk about and use. My most recent one was a WhatsApp AI that infinitely wastes the scammer's time. I don't know if I can say that out loud, but I called it SOH AI, S-O-H-A-I, Scammers on Hold. So these are some of the things that I worked on, and I'm always happy to share and help people when they want to learn something like this. But today, I'm not going to talk about wasting scammers' time. Today, I'm going to talk about micro businesses. But before we talk about it, we need to define what is a micro business. A micro business is typically has less than 5 to 10 employees. We see them all around ASEAN, even in our own neighborhoods. So they are usually family run, they have low capital, low expenses, low revenue, which means that they could be a fashion seller, a food seller, a hawker, maybe a tailor, all these small businesses that we see across. The thing is that these micro businesses don't have the same access to technology and resources and power that the big corporations have, but hopefully we can change that. So I'm going to prove that to you today. Micro businesses, as you will hear a lot of people say, are the backbone of ASEAN's economy. There are 70 million of these micro, small, medium enterprises in ASEAN, and the majority of them are micro businesses. If you set up a shop on Shopee and sell stuff there, you are a micro business as well. So we hire a lot of people. It contributes to a significant amount to ASEAN's GDP. Okay? So, innovation like smartphone access, internet penetration, they often skip these small guys. It's very late. They're usually late to access these technologies. The big corporations, the MNCs are the ones who have the smart people, the money, the management consultants to help them, while micro businesses don't have that same benefit. But I believe that with generative AI, we will level the playing field, and then even the small guys can also access the benefits of generative AI. And I will prove that to you in the next 15 minutes, okay? Because today we are going to supercharge a micro business together with generative AI. And I will give very clear steps and tactical strategies that anyone can do. Even if you have a micro business, you can use it. Now again, if you're very well versed with AI, ChatGPT and Gemini, a lot of these concepts might be quite old to you, but remember, these are targeted towards micro businesses. Let's start. That is me. That is an AI-generated version of myself selling sambal by the roadside. He is Pak Dylan, and he's selling a really delicious sambal that he makes in his house. But that's me, yeah, with my fictional sambal. Okay. I sell it in a neighborhood called Sungai Ara. That's in Penang, where I am from. And I am a one-man, well, Pak Dylan, not me, is a one-man army. He's the CEO. His cousin with a Samsung phone is the marketing manager. He's also the delivery guy, the customer support guy, the operations guy. That's what a micro business is kind of like. And it's a bit exaggerated, but this is the business that we're going to help today. Today, we're going to help him with 4 things. Number 1, we're going to help him with marketing, build up his online presence with generative AI. Number 2, we're going to help him with sales. We are going to get him customers together. Number 3, we're going to help him with operations. It means once he gets those customers, how does he properly serve them? And number 4, we're going to help him with the basics of finance. And we're going to do it for free, or at least very cheap, using ChatGPT and Gemini. Now you might be asking, there are 1,000 tools out there that do different AI things for different businesses. The reality is that a micro business has no time, knowledge, or expertise to use those tools. So the simplest common denominator, just use one of the large language models and get your work done from there, okay? So, marketing, how does he start to build his online presence? This is how his current product image looks like. It was taken with his 10-year-old phone in his kitchen with a very bad background, bad lighting. Would any of you eat this? I wouldn't. So let's change that together. Okay? The first thing is I will go to ChatGPT, chatgpt.com, in case you didn't know, those watching online. Yeah. So I asked ChatGPT to generate a prompt to create an image for a product image that I can use to put online. Now, if you're a micro business, you might not know the understanding of prompting, how descriptive, all the words you need to use. So just ask ChatGPT, give me the words that I need to get a nice picture. And once I put that in, I get a really long prompt that I can just adjust. Maybe I want to change the table to be like wooden. Maybe I want to put some chilies on the side. Maybe I want to put like a smiling guy behind, like, smiling at his chili. So I can choose that and just edit that over there. Or I just ask ChatGPT to edit again for me. The result is that I convert this into this. See? Is this a bit more delicious looking right now? Right? But now that you're there, we have to start creating content for his socials. You can't just have a picture and just publish it online on Flickr or something. So we want to start writing captions for his Instagram posts that communicate his sambal, the spiciness, the flavor, and how delicious it is. And if you keep repeating that over and over again, image, caption, eventually you get a pro-level Instagram page. Okay? You can do it over and over again. You can combine it with real photos, combine it with your sambal on your food. Now you compare that with what we had earlier. So this looks way more delicious. Okay? Now that we have set up a basic online presence already, how do we get customers? Okay, this is me again, AI generated. I'm looking sad because I don't know where to get my customers. According to Park Dylan's cousin, the cousin said that you can get customers from Instagram ads. The thing is, Park Dylan doesn't really use Instagram, and he has never run an advertisement before. Now what? As with all of life's questions, the answer is almost the same. Just ask ChatGPT. It will tell you. Okay? So I told ChatGPT, how do I set up Instagram ads for my sambal? Very easy. ChatGPT asked me a few things, and then I answered. Who do you want to buy your sambal? What do you want them to do? And do you have product images? Yes, we do have nice product images. So just follow the instructions. I answered the question and it gave me step by step in simple English. Now let me be clear over here. I'm using English because we all speak English, but the reality is that ChatGPT can speak with a micro business in Indonesian, in Malay, Vietnamese, and Thai, etc. Tagalog. Okay? But oftentimes the steps that you see might not reflect the reality. Maybe Instagram changed their user interface. No problem. Just screenshot with your phone and then ask again, hey, is my targeting correct? Is this the right way to set up my advertisement? Send a screenshot and then it tells you, yes, it is, or no, it's not. It gives you more instructions. And even for me, someone who runs an AI company, I still do this. I send screenshots of my work and I ask ChatGPT, can you please help me? Yeah, so this is not just like a micro business thing. But what about the creative part? Today we live in an era of TikTok and Instagram short form reels. Nobody has attention to look at an image and buy a bowl of sambal. We want to see the nice moving videos. Maybe there is like these videos with strong hooks and something funny or something very nice to see. So we need to make a video. So we go to Gemini to get help. So gemini.google.com, the same thing, I put my product picture over there and then I say, generate me a really nice advertisement that I can put on my Instagram advertisements. Okay, strong hook and a good story and good ending. So, no professional videographer needed. If I were to do this without generative AI, I would have to spend thousands of ringgit to get this video out. But I was able to do it in 2 minutes and very simple language. Okay? So let me show you the advertisement that I came up with. Look at that. From that bowl of sambal into sambal cracking onto an egg with nasi goreng. And then the second one is like delicious curry noodles. And the third is like fried chicken. I haven't had my breakfast yet, but I'm feeling quite hungry right now looking at this. So these are the kind of things that Pak Dylan could do at his stall while sitting down selling his sambal. All right? So now that you got your online presence up, and now that you're getting your customers coming in and inquiring to you, and yes, that is me again, AI generated. I don't actually sell sambal, FYI, okay? Now that he's getting all these inquiries, how does he gonna respond to them? Now I know what you might be thinking, because I run a WhatsApp AI chatbot company, I will recommend him to use a WhatsApp AI chatbot. The answer is no. When you're a micro business, you don't have the budget, you don't have the expertise or technical know-how to set up the chatbot, so don't use that. Instead, I found a really nice middle ground using generative AI plus WhatsApp Business. For those of you who haven't used WhatsApp Business before, it's different from your normal WhatsApp that you text your friends and you forward nonsense. WhatsApp Business is more tailored for a business running their enterprise. I'll show you. When leads first start messaging you, when they click the advertisement, they need to get a response to keep them warm. Otherwise, maybe after they send a message, hey, I'm interested in your sambal, and then nobody replies, and then I just like, I'll go buy sambal somewhere else. Or maybe I'll just eat the chili directly, right? So I asked ChatGPT to give me a greeting message that I can give to every single lead that messages me. And then I use that, the feature on WhatsApp Business, to auto-reply, a quick a greeting reply. That means anyone who messages me and say, hey, I want to buy your sambal, you get this question. Give me your name, how many bottles you want, and give me your address so I can deliver it to you. So this prompts the customer, pun intended, to give them more information and then keep them warm and interested as a customer. No AI needed, no chatbot needed. Micro business, remember, this is not for us. This is for a micro business. Now, instead of a chatbot, let's use AI to set up quick replies. So WhatsApp Business has a feature called Quick Replies, where instead of typing out the answer like we do when we reply to our mom, we can preset certain answers. So when we get a question from a customer, how much is it? How spicy is it? Do you do delivery here? Is it like suitable for kids? No, it's not. It's really spicy. So we set up really comprehensive quick replies. And every time somebody sends him a message, all he has to do is press two taps, and then he can get back to his customer. Download WhatsApp Business and you can try this yourself. You can quick reply your mom, your friends and all that as well if you want. So previously, if he had to type 2 minutes to reply to one customer, and then there's a queue of customers waiting at his stall, he can't serve them, but he also has to reply. Now he can do it in 5 seconds and then deal with the customers that are coming into his store. Okay, so we've already cut down the time he takes to get back to a customer by 90%, and he has a steady stream of customers like coming in. All right? So again, I will emphasize there are 100 chatbot companies in Malaysia. Pak Dylan does not need a chatbot, and I say that even as I'm running a company that builds chatbots for businesses. Okay, but when he becomes a bigger business with a bigger budget, he has options. One of them is me. I'll be waiting for him once he grows to a bigger business, and I will sell him my WhatsApp AI. But right now, he doesn't need that. Okay, remember that. So if you're micro business and you're watching this stream, don't use a chatbot. It's not right for your business at the moment. Last thing, finance. And yes, that is me again. It's a bastardized version of my face already. I don't know how it became like that. And I'm holding the calculator upside down. But because tracking revenue and expenses is manual and annoying, if you have a micro business, you typically would either write it on a pen and paper, or you put it onto a spreadsheet, or you just remember it, or you download your touch and go statement and then, okay, this is how many sales I made. But you don't have to do that. With ChatGPT for free, I don't know if any of you knew this, you could use ChatGPT to compile transactions in a spreadsheet. Over here, I said, hey, I just sold 2 jars of original sambal for 10 ringgit each, and it put it into a spreadsheet for me. I can even use my voice. I sold 5 jars of super spicy sambal for 50 ringgit. Then it will add it into a spreadsheet for me. Remember I talked about pen and paper? So just to test this out, I took a piece of paper, and FYI, as you can see there, I should have been a doctor instead of a founder. My handwriting is really bad. So I wrote sales on one side and expenses on one side with my normal handwriting. Yes, this is actually how my handwriting looks. I took a picture, and then I put that in, and I did not even prompt anything. It just extracted all of it correctly, and it added it into a spreadsheet. At the end of the day, I can just look at the spreadsheet, and then I compile all my P&L for the day. If I'm too lazy to do that, I can even ask ChatGPT to send me a daily finance update. That means at 9 p.m., I will get a push notification. Here's how many sambals you sold. Here's how much expenses you made. Here's how much profit that you made for the day and for the week. Okay? So immediately already he saved his time from writing. He saves his time from like calculating and thinking, oh, did I make money today? Can I afford to buy a coffee tomorrow? Okay, you can already solve that. So, in just 15 minutes, AI has helped Pak Dylan, well, with 4 different things, and we did it for free. Well, he can top up a bit more and share a subscription with his friends if he wants something more comprehensive. We helped him with marketing. We got him to build a really nice online presence. Number 2, we helped him with sales. He set up an advertising campaign, and he's never done that before. By the way, that's also what I did to set up a campaign for my company before. The 3rd is operations. Once the customers come in, how does he serve them? And 4th, we help them with finance. And that's why he's so happy, wearing the same jacket that I'm wearing now. Yeah, and he's like smiling, but his customers are facing the wrong way. I don't know why. Okay. I want to emphasize the point over here that generative AI is not just for big companies with smart people, management consultants with infinity budget. Okay. Generative AI is for anyone. You can supercharge your business with generative AI for little to no cost. For most of the features that I showed you earlier, it was free, except you want to generate the video and send reminders to yourself, but you don't need that. So my key point over here is that micro businesses, if you're watching, this is a technology that has a very low barrier to entry. You get the same access that I get and the same access that the biggest MNC or the biggest corporation gets. And I hope that what I just showed you earlier, it inspires you that you can just give it a try, ask a question, and try to solve a very small part of your business first and then figure it out as you go along. And back to one of my roles in KL, I am an AI resident in 500 Global, and we champion and we support AI builders and people who want to get into generative AI and start learning. We help each other and we push each other up, because honestly, the rising tide lifts all boats, and I think KL is a perfect place for us to start experimenting. So speak to me after, and I can talk about what we're doing and how we can help you if you're interested. Maybe you are AI curious. Come and talk to me. Let's see how we can make that happen for you. And with that, I just say thank you.